Well, first of all, congratulations on winning a big race like that for you.
Thank you very much, Graham.
What a ride. A gem of a ride from that wide barrier.
It wasn't really. I was quite deep for probably the first 800 to 1,000. Yeah. I just kept rolling forward. There wasn't a lot of pace on, and he was very relaxed, so he wasn't using up any energy, and we ended up getting a nice run from then on.
He certainly did. What were you thinking over the closing stages? Was that winning pace going to loom up quick enough for you?
He was going up and down on the one spot a little bit, but he's a big horse and he'll stay all day, I think, so it was a great job done by Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff's always had a big opinion of this.
Yeah, that's right. Cliffy rang me, and I was a bit worried about making the weight, and he said it'd be a good ride, so I did my best and I got down the weight, and he won well. It was definitely worth it.
Okay, how's this measure up amongst your many wins?
Any Group 1's fantastic, Graham, so every jockey's dream is a Group 1 race, so it's fantastic.
You keep smiling.
Thanks very much.
Okay, Stevie Bester.
Winner of the Adelaide Cup on the A Train, who's now won 2 races at 2,500 metres and 1 at 3,200 metres, so he's a real stayer. We've got correct weight on the Adelaide Cup. The A Train beat Homewrecker and Silver Baron. Officially fourth in the race was Fire Tane. The trifecta on the Cup paid $2,020 on race number 7. Canterbury, full interims, Forest Magic $7.70, $2.30, Covina $1.90, Keen to Dance $4, Quinella $24.50, Exacta $32.60, and the trifecta was $809. And that first 4 was $7,923.40, with Impreza officially fourth. Now let's look ahead to the next at Flemington. Race 7 is coming up in 14. Mr Touchwood, Maradpoor, Shuttle Mission and Over the Moon, 13, 2, 5 and 17 for the ratings. Here's the figures. Samo Sierra, 460, 19 Maradpoor, 910 Shuttle Mission and Rings of Gold, 18, $17 now. 980 for Enthuse, 870 Mr Touchwood, 520 Pleasant Mick, 26 Stoneleigh Road, Assume the Crown, $8.30. 710 Over the Moon and Coco Rico at 28 for the welter at Flemington. Coming up next on Sky Racing, race 7 from Ipswich. Connections, I'd say, are just coming down to earth after the Cup was taken out by the A Train. We've still got 2 more races to go, and Graham, race 8 is next.
Certainly is, Matt. Yes, the presentation has just concluded out there, and the connections are over the moon. Paul Gatt joins me now. He's riding Peter Jolly's charge here, the X-Files. You know this horse pretty well. You've been on it this last few runs.
Yeah, her runs have been quite good. Last week we sort of got held up on the fence when they sort of walked, and then Quick and left it a little bit flat-footed. So today I might ride her a little bit more forward.
She's won here?
Yeah, she's won here. She's won over the 2,000 and sitting outside the leader. So the aim will probably be to roll forward today. And
we're going to start again. It's on the mobile phone.
Okay, sorry about that. Here, we just had a slight interruption here. We are on live. Yes, we are on.
Right, okay.
Our cameraman there. I wonder what he was doing. Anyhow, he's back with us. And it's one in wet conditions.
Yeah, it has. It's one on the slow effect again, so today shouldn't worry it.
Okay. Now, Paul, we've been talking at length about the track here today. Just imagine what it's going to be like after today's racing when they have a couple of months off.
The track's superb. It's held up well. It will be even 10 times better in about 12 months' time.
It certainly will. There was a few doubting Thomases at the start, me included, of course.
Yeah, I was early on. I thought, they're probably going to race on it a little bit early, but I credit to this AJ, so they've done a real good job.
I'll have a chat to the track curator later on. Good luck with the X-Files, mate.
Thank you.
Nice to catch up.
Are we still on air?
We're still on air. Believe it or not, folks, yes, we still are. Just let our cameraman know as we take it back to you, Matt.
All right, Graham, thanks. Now, Flemington runners are at the barrier, and we are about 2 minutes away from the official start time of race number 7. Now, let's look ahead. Canterbury, race 8, the last event. Number 2, Can't Tackle, as Michael Fraser.
By Bart Cummings. I thought this suffered last start behind... hang on, my memories, where are we? Sorry, Silvana. Now, Silvana made the form look good by coming out and winning today. It raced back behind them, run on. Tyroline got back in the field that particular day and did a good job getting to the outside and running on as well as it did under the circumstances. Looks as if it's trained on very well. Happy to have it on top. Number 6, Self-Interest. This has been racing so well in Melbourne. Comes over here off a 3rd behind the Fats. The Fats has been racing very well in Melbourne in recent times. Previous to that, she's won 4 on the trot. tough little competitor, Self-Interest. It'll run very well indeed. Number 4, Be My Princess, trained by Russell Cameron. Again, looks good. Is a horse that seems to come right at the right time of the year. She won over here last year and looks pretty good. The conditions here suit perfectly. Tough little competitor, will run well. Balonic, number 8, is another horse that's racing pretty well. Loves these conditions. Brett Preble was pretty keen on this early. Hasn't drawn ideally, but I think it'll probably go back and just sit because I'm anticipating the speed to be quite good. Another one that looked all right was number 11, Pieta, ran pretty well last start, but I'm happy, more than happy to be on number 5, Tyroline ahead of Self-Interest, 4, Be My Princess, and 8, Balonic, in what I'd consider a fairly open race.
Yep, and that's the way the betting is on course here. Tyroline is the favourite ahead of Self-Interest and Be My Princess, both on an equal quote. Then Balonic, and the best of the rest would look to be La Zoffany, number 1, Matt.
OK, Graham, thanks. The race is about 4 minutes off, and I can see La Zoffany is racing in the South Australian Jockey Club colours today too, the blue, as opposed to her usual orange and purple. Now, Ipswich, Wait is Right, Chicago Knights, Sam... One a little bit late leaving the mounting yard at Morphettville. It was Be My Princess, number 4 in Stephen Arnold, but she's OK now, on her way around to the barriers. $4.30 for Self-Interest, number 6. There has been support for Tyroline after the over the last minute or so into $4.60. $4.70 Be My Princess, and Balonic at $7.10. Alf Matthews late mail, he's got 5 Tyroline on top to beat 6 Self-Interest, 4 Be My Princess, and he gave a good mention to Balonic, number 8. 5, 6, 4 and 8 are Alf's numbers, and runners are at the barrier. They'll be moving in shortly. And then, of course, the last race from Canterbury, race 8 in 11 minutes' time. Just a reminder that we'll be replaying all of today's races tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A full review of all of today's afternoon thoroughbred programs, Morphettville, Canterbury, Flemington and Ipswich. And also in today's racing tonight, this evening, we'll review the full program from Belmont in Western Australia. And we'll be taking a couple of races live from Belmont later on. Weather is fine, the track is rated as fast. And the first for our live coverage, Belmont Race 7 at 5:25 Eastern Standard Time. That's 3:25 for our viewers in the West. Now let's head to Morphettville. Race 8 coming up with Hilton.
Getting set quickly, Matt. The Brock Partners Trophy over 2,000 metres. Moving in well. La Zoffany in the SAJC colours of blue and gold. And Be My Princess in Russell Cameron's colours of pink with black braces. Now Cloud Dance goes forward. Up comes Pieta. Time on the cup today was 3:29 and 37. The margins were ahead, were by a long head, by a nose. And Majestic Avenue, I reckon, was only about a head away 5th. Beaten a total of half a length in the Group 1 Cup and ran 5th. What a great finish to the end of a 2-mile race. You don't see it very often. So many horses with a winning chance close to home. Home wrecker had every chance. Huge run, the A-Train. 4 deep the first corner, 3 wide and then 1 off. A huge run. Often racing now over the 2,000, and Self-Interest was out fast. Cloud Dance going quickly. Showing good speed also, La Zoffany working over, and Be My Princess is pressing on from deeper out to make a line of 4. Then the X-Files from Self-Interest, and then Balonic, followed further back by Tyroline. Entropy, Glitzy, Guru, and last is Finnis Lady. They go past the mile, and taking over the running now is La Zoffany, led the way by a length and a half on Be My Princess. 2 lengths away, Cloud Dance on the inside of Pieta, and then 2 to the X-Files. Self-Interest on the rails, and about 3 lengths away came Balonic, which is racing on the outside of Entropy, followed by Finnis Lady, 3 deep, Tyroline in the centre, and last of all is Glitzy Guru. About to leave the back at the 1,300 metres, and the pilot is La Zoffany, and she's rolling along, leading by 2 to Be My Princess. 3rd is Cloud Dance, and 4th is Pieta. Fifth is Self-Interest, who is on the inside of the X-Files, and to Entropy, who's being shaded now as they come down the side by Balonic from Finnis Lady, and last is Glitzy Guru. Lars Offany under a good hold past the 1,000. 2 in front of Be My Princess, and Cloud Dance, one of the roughies, in 3rd place behind the speed. Pieta 4th from Self-Interest, and then the X-Files. Finnis Lady improving, followed by Entropy, Bellonic, and then Tyroline, safe for one shot at them, and Glitzy Guru. 700 metres left, and it's Lars Offany with Cloud Dance moving off the rails to go and challenge. Gets within ahead of the leader. Be My Princess now 3 deep. Self-Interest on the inside as they come around the turn. Pieta still there in the centre, and then came wide out. Here's Tyroline. She's letting go with her run, and she's cruised up behind these leaders. Self-Interest got held up when she went forward, followed by the X-Files and Finnis Lady. He hasn't moved a muscle, Nikolic, on Tyroline at the 300. Let's see if she can be determined and go away from these today. There she goes. Tyroline shot clear now of Be My Princess and the X-Files. And have a look at this moral go. Tyroline's going to bolt in. Absolute laps on these, Tyroline. 5 in front. Be My Princess. Self-Interest getting through for 3rd. A chance of 2nd, in fact. Tyroline won by 6. Self-Interest might have got up for 2nd from Be My Princess. Not much in it. Very close. And then Balonic. The X-Files, Glitzy Guru. This is the biggest win of the carnival for mine. Then Cloud Dance, Finnis Lady, Entropy, Pieta, Lars Offany, a long last. Wow. Didn't you want to be on her coming to the turn? Fair dinkum. Tyroline, number 5. Dan Nikolic for Bart Cummings. By Dane Hill from Yodels, raced by W. Wiley and J. Ryan. Number 5, Tyroline, has blitzed them. Now, we're standing by for the minors. The time in the race, 2:06.59. 2:06.59. It's close for 2nd. Self-Interest and Be My Princess. Not much in that in 2:06 and 59. Well, she's only won 2 races, and you'd think the way she won today at her 18th start, she might win another one pretty soon.
Yes, it'd be worth sticking with, certainly, on that performance. As you say, it was only her 2nd career win, but she's done it in great style. By Dane Hill out of Yodels, a Masqué mare, so a terrific pedigree, and a winner for Bart Cummings and Danny Nikolic. We'll just stand by for those minor placings. It's very tight between Self-Interest, number 6, Damien Oliver, and 4 Be My Princess, Stephen Arnold. They're the 2 prominent, but she's killed them. Tyroline. Now, next up on Sky Racing, Canterbury, or less than that.